Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're diving deep into one of the most surprising and exciting comebacks in recent automotive history. The 2025 Plymouth Roadrunner. Yes, you heard that right. Plymouth is back, or at least in name, with a car that blends a retro muscle heritage with a future-forward performance mindset. So buckle up, because this isn't just a review, it's a full experience. Now, before we get into the finer details, let me just say, if you're a fan of muscle cars, American automotive legacy, or just love when brands pull a bold move, out of nowhere, this is the car you've been waiting to hear about. The 2025 Roadrunner brings the raw spirit of the classic 1970s model, injects it with modern engineering, and wraps it in a design that honestly turns heads every time. The first thing that grabs your attention is the exterior. From the front, it's unmistakably bold. The designers clearly took inspiration from the classic Roadrunner grille, but gave it a modern twist with a slim, aggressive LED light strip that stretches across the top edge of the front fascia. The grille itself is wide and low, almost snarling, like a predator in a crouch. It's clean, yet menacing. The Roadrunner logo, a modernized version of the iconic cartoon bird, sits proudly, illuminated just enough to catch the eye without being tacky. Moving to the side profile, there's a definite nod to the past, but the lines are sharper and more athletic now. The long hood and short rear deck proportions are unmistakable muscle car DNA, but with sculpted contours and flush door handles that help keep the profile aerodynamic and sleek. It rides low, very low, with wide rear haunches that signal power even before you hear the engine. Massive 21-inch forged alloy wheels fill the arches with purpose, and performance breaks peak through the spokes, hinting at what this machine is capable of. The rear. The design is nothing short of dramatic. A full-width LED taillight runs across the back, with a retro-futuristic font for the Roadrunner badge just below. The quad exhaust tips, yes, 4 of them are integrated neatly into a carbon fiber diffuser. There's also an active spoiler that deploys at high speed, helping with stability without ruining the clean look. Honestly, from any angle, this thing looks fast, grounded, and ready to run. Stepping inside, the cabin is a big surprise. You'd expect brute force from a name like Roadrunner, but what you get is finesse. The interior blends performance cues with high-end materials, Alcantara, real brushed aluminum, and soft leather wrap nearly every surface. The flat-bottom steering wheel is thick and grippy, with tactile metal paddle shifters that feel like they belong in a supercar. Behind it, a fully digital 14-inch instrument cluster can be customized. Classic muscle-style dials, minimalist race layout, or even a retro gauge skin that mimics the 70s analog design. The center console houses a curved 12.5-inch infotainment display running the latest Stellantis Uconnect system. It's lightning fast, supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and even includes built-in performance telemetry. From G-forces to lap times to customizable engine maps, this isn't just a media screen, it's a performance tool. The seats are deeply bolstered, perfect for hard cornering, but still comfortable for longer drives. There's surprising rear legroom for a coupe, and the trunk. It's actually usable. A rare trait in high-performance vehicles like this. Performance is where the new Roadrunner really stakes its claim. Under the hood is where tradition and innovation collide. You get a 6.2-liter twin-turbo V8 pumping out 720 horsepower and 680 pound-feet of torque. All of this is channeled through a newly developed 8-speed dual-clutch transmission, sending power to the rear wheels in the standard model. But here's where things get spicy. There's also an optional e-boost all-wheel drive variant, integrating a front-axle electric motor that adds 150 extra horses and torque vectoring capability. That variant rockets from 0 to 60 in just 2.9 seconds. But this isn't just about straight-line power. Thanks to a fully adaptive suspension system, active aerodynamics, and a near-perfect weight distribution, the Roadrunner handles like a much smaller car. Steering is precise, responsive, and weighty. No artificial feel here. There are 5 drive modes, including a track plus setting that sharpens throttle response, stiffens suspension, and opens the active exhaust valves fully. Speaking of which, the sound, it's not just loud, symphonic. Deep, throaty growls at low RPMs, and a scream that rises as the revs climb. It's one of the best-sounding production V8 South I've heard in years. On the pricing front, the base rear-wheel drive Roadrunner starts at just under $68,000. That gets you the full performance experience without all the hybrid tech. The e-Boost AWD version starts at around $82,000. And for those seeking more, a limited Superbird edition with upgraded aero, lighter components, and 800 horsepower will be available for about $95,000. It's not cheap. But when you compare it to European performance coupes with similar specs, it's a performance bargain. If you're wondering whether this is just a collector's car, the answer is no. This is a daily, drivable muscle car that can turn a school run into a thrilling event while still offering enough comfort, tech, and style to justify its price tag. So, is the 2025 Plymouth Roadrunner worth it? Absolutely, if you're someone who wants muscle car heritage without the compromises of old-school tech. It's bold, it's fast, and it brings back a nameplate we thought we'd never see again and does it justice. It isn't trying to compete with Dodge or Ford or Chevy. It's carving its own lane entirely and doing it with style, performance, and just the right amount of nostalgia. Thanks for riding along today. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more content like this, and drop a comment below. Would you consider buying the new Roadrunner? Or do you think muscle cars should stay in the past? I want to hear what you think. Until next time, stay fast, stay curious, and as always, keep your engines revving.